Hey, this is Natalie of the Vintage Cross Stitch Niche. I know I'm starting this video with showing you a cabinet. My husband found this on Facebook Marketplace and figured it would be perfect. And I finally have a place for all my smalls. All of them. And also, I have a place for some of my boxes, so I'm real happy with that. In addition, yeah, I know it's painted two colors. My husband never finished it. In addition, I now have a sewing desk. Yeah, it looks a little messy now because I was actually sewing last night, and you can see the remnants. But I now have a place for everything. My project bags are lined over there. I've got of course, my little couch. And those are a bunch of kitted projects. And of course, our fake fireplace. All right, on to the rest of the video. I'm back. So the room is still a little bit of a mess because because every time I turn around, I'm looking for something or I'm sewing something. So I could have spent some time just straightening up and showing you the room a little bit more straightened, but I figured I'd show you what it really looks like, at least 3/4 of the time. I have not made a video in a long time. I don't know why. Just didn't feel like making a video. I don't have that many followers, and well, I don't know. I just was figuring, well, do I really need to make these videos? There's so many people on YouTube making videos now, so I don't know. It just, we're having a little contest, a little giveaway on my Facebook group page, and some people mentioned that they found the group page through the videos, so I figured, why not? Maybe it's time to start making videos again. I don't even know where I left off, what finishes I've showed you. I'm just going to start off like I usually do, showing some really cool finishes that were recent. One of these was a Christmas finish called A Merry Little Christmas. I made that fabric. That's my own hand-dyed fabric. This is by Bent Creek. And I found this little, I don't know, box at a thrift store. What I really thought was cool is that, I don't know if you can see it. Can you? Can you see it? See how there's a little Christmas tree that was carved into the box? Well, I put fabric on the back of this before mounting so that you can see the fabric through the tree. So I thought this was pretty good. And of course I put little bells. This was very popular. This one is by Tornicoton, and it's Santa something by Tornicoton. Apparently it's hard to find. I got this at the cross stitch cupboard. I finished this myself. I put the little bells on, the little mini buttons, a little star on top of the tree. The fabric on the back is funky. It's an old half apron that I cut up, and I sort of made this funky fabric. And everybody likes it. I stuffed it and sewed this one myself. The little dots on his beard are actually French knots. And I put a little something on the end of his hat. So this is by Tornicoton. Tornicoton is a French designer. Her charts are hard to find. I have found some at the Silver Needle, which I ordered, and this particular chart I found at the cross stitch cupboard. Next time I go there, I will see if there's any more any more of her charts. They're fabulous. They're beautiful. They're interesting. Love it. Here's a finish that I finished yesterday. This is called To My Sweet Pin Keep, and it's by Stacy Nash. It was a little kit. I added the button. This is the velvet that came with the kit. She said to put small X's around. I put some X's on the sides, and on the top and bottom I put just this, I don't know, just that trim kind of stitch. This was dipped in coffee after I stitched it, and I stitched it with the fabric and floss that came with the kit. I have no idea what fabric and what floss that is. So I thought this came out kind of cute. It's stuffed with walnut shells. Here's another almost finish. This is by Heartstring Samplery. This is called I Love You Truly. It's not a new chart. It's from 2013. I hand stitched these, and I do have a tutorial how to do that so that they're even. And this is not the fabric I'm going to use. This is just a fabric I had on hand. I ordered the fabric that she had used, but it's going to be mounted on the fabric. It's a really cool fabric if you get the idea. I made this fabric, and the colors, well, I just used what I had and tried to match up what she had. So none of these are called for colors. Okay, if you want to see them up close. That's the Truly, and that's the I Love You. So this one and the Stacy Nash are both projects that I've done for Valentine's Day. I have something over here that I did pick up from the cross stitch cupboard recently. I actually stitched this a while ago. The issue was that the frame, it's hem stitched once again by hand. It's hem stitched. And I forgot who this is by. See, I need to write the stuff on the back, but it's hem stitched, and it was mounted in sort of a gold frame. And the problem was that the frame that came from the manufacturer when it got mounted was a completely different color than the sample frame. I hated it. So I had to pick another frame, and then I took a while to pick it up, but I thought it came out great. Pledge of Allegiance. Oh, this is by the Pin Keep. Now I remember. The Pin Keep. Isn't that a cute frame? It's got like little stars on it. And when I want things to look antique-y, what I do is I usually will either put it under glass and hem stitch it, because that's what a lot of the old samplers would have been. I sometimes dip it in coffee. This particular fabric is dirty linen. These colors are just from my stash. I think there's only 3 colors used. There's a light blue and a darker blue, and it's sort of variegated. I believe I did a coffee dip at the end. I always rinse it, by the way. I don't want coffee sitting, it's acidic, in my fabric. I think it would deteriorate it. And I thought it came out great. I don't know if you saw that one. I don't think I showed it to you. I can't remember I'm just thinking what else did I finish? Well, it doesn't matter. I can show it to you another time. Did I finish a pillow? Another pillow? Not on here. Doesn't matter. I'm going to wing it in this video. I have too much to stitch. That's the theme of this video. Too much to stitch, and I'm trying to go through my things and say I'm going to stitch this and I'm not going to stitch that. I have some new things to show you. These are 2 Tournicoton different patterns that I found. This one's Pear Noel, And as you can see, it's the same Santa, but he's in a different pose. So it's a companion piece. It's a companion piece. So I found that. I was glad to find it. And this is Pear Noel by Tournicon. Well, I'm not even sure. It says Gerive, so I don't know what that means. I don't read French. But this is going to be beautiful. It's one of my new favorite designers, really. And these aren't new, and they're really hard to find. If you go on her website, there's a ton of designs. You cannot order them. Then you have to search and see who has them. I'm not so sure that the shops can even order them anymore. But if anybody has information on this designer, let me know. So this is a new designer to me, and I'm very pleased with them. Another fairly new designer to me, I've seen it here and there, but I recently fell in love with, is Renato Paralyn. Let me tell you the story of this. I found this on eBay. Now, picture's not great, so you just know it's going to look much better in real life. But his designs are so unusual and so beautiful. And on the Vintage Cross Stitch Niche Facebook page this month, I've been just showing a lot of Valentine's designs. And he has quite a few hearts. So I look on Etsy, I look on eBay, I look on different websites from designers, blogs, you name it, to find charts to share with people, to give people ideas. We do a lot of enabling on our page. And I found the exact same design on someone's shop from the Ukraine who claimed it was her own. So I actually screenshot her design and sent it to Renato Paralyn. I did get a response that said he's going to contact his attorney. So I was very happy. If you see designs that you think are bootleg, are stolen, contact the designers. Sometimes you can find them, sometimes you can't, but it's really unfair to take credit for somebody else's design, especially hard to find things. This is very hard to find. I don't know if he would print this and send it to you. I found it on eBay. It was 14 bucks. It's an older design. You can clearly see it's hand. I'll just show you real quick. One of the hand-done ones, not computer-generated. But that is a cool heart. Good for, it's in clover. I think it's going to look really cool. So that was sort of an interesting new designer to me. Here's another new designer to me. This is from, this is Danish embroidery. And it's, I cannot pronounce it. Hand or Vegets Frem. Can't pronounce it. But I found these little kits. Some of them go for a lot of money, and some of them are very inexpensive. This one was an entire kit. Okay, and it came with this thing called flower thread, which is just a thicker thread. So using one strand of flower thread is like using 2 strands of DMC. But look at the design. Isn't that beautiful? That's really pretty. There's another one on here I really like. In fact, there's more than one. I love the one with the kids, that one. Anyway, I'm looking for them now, and I believe I paid, with shipping, 20 bucks for this. I mean, that's a bargain. You get the fabric and all the floss. Just the floss would cost you. And this floss is made in Denmark. It's beautiful floss. I've actually been to Copenhagen, Denmark, and I didn't really search for cross stitch there, but apparently Danish must be popular there because you see things out of Denmark. Copenhagen is a unbelievably beautiful city, by the way. Just amazing people, great restaurants, great parks everywhere. This old park in the middle of Denmark. It's been around over 150 years. It's got rides. It's got a lot of Hans Christian Andersen stuff, art, interesting restaurants, just amazing. Anyway, another new old designer for me is Words of Praise. This is a very old designer. I've never owned anything. The issue with these, and the reason I think they don't go for very much money, and this is a kit. I'm not crazy about these colors, I'll tell you that straight out. They're a little too washed out for me. Not that they're ugly colors, because I bet you once, you know, if this is stitched up and it might look good, but I was looking for a little bit more vibrant, but this is a nativity sampler. Can you see it? I just know that that's going to be beautiful. I just know. Isn't it wonderful? Wow. I always try to tell you what I pay, especially if I find a bargain. I believe I paid $27 including shipping for both full kits with all the floss. This one is 100th Palm Sampler. What's so sad about this is you can't see it. Look at the picture. You really can't see what it looks like, but it's a psalm. And I had to open it up to read it. Make a joyful noise. So these are both really nice little kits. And the price, I mean, they're marked $28. I have no doubt they were probably $28 when they were made. If anybody knows when these were made, let me know. I don't see a date. But I'm assuming, oh, here you go, 1989, 1984. These are beautiful samplers, and it's a shame that the pictures aren't better. Teresa Vinette on her Kitten Stitcher site page is selling a lot of these kits. Just lovely. All right, some more newness. I joined a club like I needed, my grandma would say, like a hole in the head, but this is called the Birds Club, Bird Crush Club. Okay, by Lindy Stitches. And each month is a bird. They're small. This is the first month. And this is only the chart because I didn't get the full kit because I joined just now. I think they're lovely. That's a beautiful design. And this is a Stellar's J, and it came with a little interesting quip about it. An entire history and information on this J and where you can find it. And how she found it. And I don't know, a little sticker. And a little extra chart. This one's kind of cute. So anyway, I joined this. These are small. She did send me a freebie, a little Threadworks floss. She sent me a freebie with the chart. So, new to me. New to me is this birth sampler by The Good Huswife. I was incredibly lucky to find this. Out of print. Really beautiful. I found this on a stash unload page. Stumbled on it. I don't remember what it was, 10, 15 bucks, something like that. But I really love it. Really love it. What else is new? Oh, I don't know. I have a bunch of stuff here to show you. This is new. This is from Hobby House Needleworks. You can't believe this. You just can't believe this beauty that came in the mail. This is Rose Ada Featherstone. This is their stitch along. They're exclusive. I have no idea when I'm going to do this. This is a beautiful sampler though. And it's in this binder. I really do like that chart in the binder like that. It's a little book, actually. And this came with a notepad. The most amazing Aversois silk. The most amazing colors of Aversois silk. Beautiful colors. And the fabric, which is 46 count antique lace fabric. I don't know, I have no idea who makes the antique lace, but it's, notice I haven't opened it yet. It's pretty. It's beautiful. Antique lace. Looks like something I'd make, actually. Oh, let's see if I can hold this together for you in front of the camera. It's going to be beautiful. This is not a very big piece of fabric, although it is 46 count, but it's a pretty sampler, so I will do this one day. I'll get to it. Antique lace. It sort of looks like an extrude design. I don't know. Not sure. But this came in the mail. No, it's by Seraphim Fabrics. It's written right on this little, I didn't see it, but. So that's an exclusive. I don't think you really can go wrong with exclusives. They go out of print, and then if you want to sell it for easily what you paid, I'm sure, you just can. So that's new to me. Let's see what else I have. Oh, let's see. New to me. I have some items from Kitten Stitcher's Advent calendar. It was well worth it. These are all the tags that came with it. We can make floss keeps with them. Really neat. But I'll show you briefly some of these. I'm sure you've seen them. Emily Wildhack, Hands Across the Sea. Lovely sampler. Kitten Stitcher included one of her beautiful notebooks. The Blue Flower. It's a beautiful thing. I've already sold 2 of these designs to people that contacted me that wanted to know if I was going to stitch them, and like I said, I have too much, so I'm like, sure, I'll sell to you. Oh, nothing outrageous, just normal price. Winter Quail. Share the Joy by Hands to Work. Okay. This is Be Merry All by La Di Da. Okay. This is Winter Essentials by the Primitive Hare. Plum Street Samplers Yuletide Delivery. This was an exceptionally nice one. That's real pretty. This was my favorite thing, believe it or not, in the entire kit. There's stickers. These Christmas stickers. Unbelievably beautiful. Santas, old Santas. Huh? Just, I love them. Love everything about these. I was like, oh, look at those. I know, it's hard to believe this is my favorite thing. This exceptionally beautiful sampler by Heartstring Samplery. That's just gorgeous. This is by Teresa Kogut. And Lucy Owen by Scarlet House. This is one of my favorites. I actually saw somebody already stitch this and I thought it was magnificent. What else? I know I threw them all up here. Let's see, do I have any more? Yeah, I do. Let's see what I threw up here. Here we go. Here we go. This is exceptionally beautiful as well. Scarlet Letter, Token of Friendship. It's a magnificent sampler. Magnificent is putting it mildly. I mean, that's just beautiful. Chart was designed by Marcia Parker, the queen of reproducing samplers. I don't know if this is actually a reproduction. It's just beautiful. Winter Garden by Hello from Liz Matthews. The Prairie Schooler. Nope, that was not part of this. Sorry. My Needlework Press, H. Purdy. I like the original picture, actually, very much. I would stitch it on grungy linen to make it look like the original. It's very pretty. Like I said, I already sold a few just because I didn't need them. Could have done one as a giveaway. That would have been a good idea. Do I have any more? I guess not. I guess not. Somebody sent me this as a gift, on an exchange gift, that is. That's why, I don't know why I had it there, I just had it. All right, what else is new? Red Letter Day by Teresa Vinette is new. Now, I don't, I think probably 1 million people on here probably showed you all these samplers, but this is well worth it. It's a beautiful book. Oh, I forgot this one. This is also from Teresa Vinet's Advent event by Kathy Barrick. I thought this was incredibly nice. There's something about it I very much liked. I like the colors, like the style. I liked everything about it, very much so. And finally, I'm going to show you this new thing. This was an exclusive kit from, there's a Facebook group called Homespun Samplers. I forgot already, but what's the name of it? So many Facebook groups. Homespun Needlework, Cross Stitch and Stamplers. And this is there was some controversy with this particular group because they do have exclusives. And then you're not allowed to sell the exclusive even after you stitch it, you know, and people did it. I'm not getting involved in that. But anyway, she has these amazing exclusives. I bought 2 of them. Oh, I have to go find the other one for you. I'm going to show you. But I did not buy the Blackbird Designs one, but I think that is going to come out at a later date anyway. But this exclusive is by Heartstring Samplery. It's unreal. I absolutely love it. There's 2 charts. I'm going to open this to show you. I haven't taken anything out of this. Did I say I have too much to stitch? I have too much. First off, it's this beautiful booklet with, you know, all kinds of stories and stuff in here. Unfortunately, the charts, I'm not putting this down. They're in pieces and they're not part of the booklet. They're just, which I wish they were actually part of the booklet, but you know, people have to keep costs down. But these are magnificent. You can't really see the whole thing. I wish he would have done a picture of that, but this bottom one, I love them both. And what did this little kit come with? It came with a little corner measuring device. And stickers. And beautiful fabric with a lot of Weeks Dye Works floss. Oh. What is this fabric? It is gorgeous. This is Lakeside Linens 36 count vintage wood smoke. So you actually get this with Lakeside Linen 36 count. And I guess that's the half size one that they give you the floss for. I love them both, but I guess it's the half size one, and then you've got the bonus one too. It's amazing. I'm not sure about that. Is it the half size? Or is, I don't know about all this floss. It's a lot of floss for that half size. Anyway, I'll have to read through this. It is confusing to me. So, but anyway, I would have bought this chart. It's magnificent, to say the least. It's one of the most beautiful charts I've ever seen, and I say that a lot, don't I? But just unreal, and you can't sell it. I don't know if you can gift it. I did not know that you couldn't sell it until somebody strongly pointed that to me. But you can't sell it. And I don't know if it'll ever be available, but it might be one day. I really want to show you the other exclusive, but I guess we can leave that for another time. More new to me. These are remnants of linen and homespun. What's the difference between linen and homespun? Well, homespun is a cotton linen blend, and linen is just linen. And you can stitch on all of these. They're beautiful remnants that I picked up from, and they're all antique and marked what they are. 1900s and 1920s, European homespun, European linen. This is 100% linen, this one. I certainly could dye them, and they're uneven weave, but they're very stitchable. I was going to start a chart on it, a darning sampler. It's too hard to do on it. I did start it, this. Way too hard to do on this, so I'm not going to finish it. I just don't know what I was thinking. I did the whole middle area. That was easy. That came out great. But the actual darning part, it just was very hard on this because it was so fine, the piece I picked. But these are great little remnants. There was a lady at the antique show selling them. Most of these are antique sheets and things, and I just picked out a bunch. This one's real chunky. I think something stitched on that would be magnificent, just unreal. Oh, so much to show you, so little time. I have too much stuff, and I can't decide what to do with my things. I just don't know. I've been going through and selling some charts and selling not my floss and not my linen, because I'm always going to that when I kit up a project, and I have a lot of stuff, so I'm really happy. But I don't know. I'll never get through it. What do you do? So if you could just tell me what you do with stuff. Do you give it away? Do you sell it? You know, the reason I sell it is it pays for giveaways, because I give away too. But I'm going to start going through my stuff and keeping what I absolutely love and getting rid of things that I just, know I'll never do. Let me go show you, let me just go through some things. Hold on, I'll be right back. All right, so I did find the other exclusive, which is Emily's Bliss. Look at all the fun stuff it came with, just luscious. I know there's a glare, but beautiful fabrics and floss, and look how pretty these are. This floss is silk for sure. There's a little needle thing. What am I doing? Let me just pull it out. First off, here's the chart. But let me show you what it came with. And this is beautiful. This one I will do. It came with this lovely floss keep with this beautiful, beautiful silk. Look at the floss keep. It came with these embellishments. It came with linen and this really pretty, I guess it's wool. Anyway, this is a beauty. So as I go through my things and decide what to keep and what not to keep, this isn't a keeper. Once again, if you don't know about this page, I highly suggest it because the exclusives are great. The exclusives are really great. All right, so once again, making a mess in my room. I want to go through some of these items and say, what am I going to stitch and what am I not? This is an exclusive kit from Hands Across the Sea. It's a limited edition for traditional stitches. I ordered it and I decided I don't want to stitch it. I'm just not really into dogs. And I loved it when I saw this on her video, but it's just not, I don't want to stitch it. Esther Blackwood. And it comes with an amazing amount of silk. This was not inexpensive, but an amazing amount of silk. And Lakeside linen. I can certainly keep the silk and the linen for something else. Just this beautiful, huge piece of vintage sand. I think it's 47 count, 46 count. Just smells like Lakeside. So this is in my to sell pile. I wanted to sell it as a kit. I thought it deserved to stay as a kit, but I don't know if anybody wants to pay that kind of money for it. It's expensive. So unfortunately, I'm not going to stitch it. Even though it's a beautiful sampler. This I am going to stitch. This is another kit. This is Eliza Martin Linfoot. This is from the attic. This was an exclusive. A whole bunch of people have already stitched this. And this came with all the floss. And this is 45 count Nightingale by Legacy. A beautiful, beautiful color of linen. This I will stitch, and it is one of their exclusives. So this is in my to stitch pile. I'm only showing you the samplers. That's why I pulled this out. This I kitted up a long time ago. This is by Queenstown. This is Sarah Haynes. I love the unfinished house. I love the pink linen. I love everything about this sampler. And I have two different fabrics in here. This is Lakeside linen 40 count straw flower. And this one is a little pinker, also Lakeside. Nice big piece. So it's going to be one of these two. I'm not sure which one I wanted. But I have all the called for, and that's a lot of silk. In fact, this is a priority to stitch. This is a magnificent sampler. Sarah Haynes. Let's go through. Let's see what else I have. I'm completely unorganized when it comes to this. Here's another sampler that I got this year that I ordered kitted up. This is by Antique, by Cross Stitch Antiques. Another sampler I love everything about it. I mean, that's amazing. Elizabeth Martin. And it came with all the silk and this beautiful fabric. This fabric is extrude old sheep. It's beautiful fabric. Just a beautiful color. Oh man, it's got a crease in it now though. How do you get the crease out? You gotta iron it. But that's a beautiful color. I'm now creasing it the other way. I don't know how to prevent creases. Maybe sort of roll up the fabric a little bit. That's what I'm thinking. I have to have a better way of storing these. That's a beautiful one. I bought that this year. So this is just samplers I want to stitch. This I sort of have kitted up. This is by Handwork, Eliza Hills. I saw this stitched on the attic video on dark linen. This linen, very bad form to have that hanging off it, but I made this linen. This linen is basically my version of the camo fudge. I have a huge piece of it. I think it's beautiful. I sent my friend Anna a piece of this. I hope she likes it. And I have all the called for DMC. I think my linen looks as good as hers. It looks exactly like the camel fudge. I've looked at multiple pictures of it. So I'm just going through some samplers I have to stitch. This is a really small one. This is from Salem, Massachusetts. Fanny Motts. That's a beautiful little sampler. I'm going to put all my samplers together. That's what I'm going to do this afternoon. And this came with all the floss. The floss was sort of mushed in here. What I thought was really cool is it came with this floss keep. And it also came with some, this just looks like natural linen. This is a small sampler. This is real thin stuff. Look, thin linen. But it's a beautiful little sampler. Once again, it's in the to-do. Notice I have more to do than not to do. Okay, let's go through these. These are other smaller things. Oh, another one that's absolutely magnificent. This one is Queenstown AR 1879. It's different. I forgot I had this. Isn't that sad? Forgot I had this. And this is done reproduction by Barbara Hudson. And this is on Lakeside Chantilly Cream, which I have, and I have the floss for it. I'd say this is a red sampler, but this is Lakeside Chantilly Cream. It's got a pink hue. And what count is this? It looks like 40 count. It is 40 count. And it's beautiful. I don't know if I have enough. Well, I probably do. I don't know how big this is, but that's your silk. Is that enough silk? There's a lot of like empty space on this sampler. And the stitch count, it's worked on a special cut of Lakeside linen. This is the special cut. I had bought it and ordered it. Was lucky enough to get it. I got it from Traditional Stitches when they had it. Traditional Stitches, it looks expensive, but you get a discount, 15-20% really, because the dollar is worth more than the Canadian dollar, so you do get a discount, so it's not so bad. And I just know this is going to be beautiful. This might be my red sampler. I was going to do Harriet Salt. So let's just go through this. What else I have? The heck is this? This is really old. see, I have old things in here too. Aha. Oh, no, this is an old Christmas one. Okay. Here's another one kitted up, Rebecca Robinson by the Scarlet Letter. A very unusual border. Isn't that pretty? In fact, it's magnificent. It's just beautiful. I saw somebody stitch this and it's lovely. This is actually a kit from the Scarlet Letter with her linen and all this silk. Okay. Her linen's got a beautiful, this linen's got a beautiful yellow color. I want to do Harriet Salt on this color, and I ordered the linen for it. This Pennsylvania sampler is beautiful. I'm not getting rid of that. So, just going through things. Here's another, this I've had a while. This is by Samplers Revisited, Catherine McNeil. The colors on this are unreal. Purples and blues in a reproduction sampler. This also came as a kit. I bought this, I think, on eBay as a kit. Somebody sold it. And this is Lakeside linen. To me, it looks like maritime white, vintage maritime white. It is not white, obviously. It is completely different than white. It's a creamy color. And if you looked at all the color of the silks, it's beautiful. I mean, look at the color. I didn't even go through my whips. I have like 3 or 4 samplers that are whips right now, so I didn't go through them, but they're samplers to do. But how big is this sampler? There's a lot of silk in here. How big is this? 269 by 251. That's not so bad. Just a lot of different colors, but the look at that. I mean, look at the purples and the blues. I was very pleased to find this because I did see that stitch somewhere and it was magnificent. I've got some smalls in here. Do we have any more samplers? Yeah. Here's another one. This is a little gem from Hands Across the Sea. It's not a big sampler, but it is beautiful. Okay. This was sold to me as a PDF. I did print it out. Can't resell it, but I did print it out because I don't like to work off a computer. I thought it printed awfully nice. Printed it in color too. And I do have all the beautiful colors. And this is Dixie Sampler Buttercream, which I thought would have looked very nice. Wow. All the colors. Did somebody do a... I think somebody did a conversion to me to Gloriana and Silken Colors. In fact, I know who did this conversion. This was Kitten Stitcher. Teresa Vinay did this back when she was able to do things like this. But this is a conversion, actually. Very pretty, very unusual. These are good little pouches. You can find them on Amazon for really cheap, these kind of little pouches. See-through is real good for unstarted stuff because otherwise you don't know what you have. So I have too many samplers, I just do. And then I have small things to do in between, but just too many. That might be it for the samplers I have. Nope, it's not. Okay. This is Christmas Garden. I don't know if I'll ever do this. Even though I think it's beautiful, I don't know if I'll ever do this. This is the Home for the Holidays by Blackbird Designs. In fact, now I have 2 of these. I accidentally bought a second one. I have all the called for colors. I don't have any fabric for it, but I have all the called for colors. So for Christmas Garden. Oh, I do have fabric. Who knew? Let's see what fabric this is. This is French Roast. French Roast by R&R Reproductions. Beautiful fabric. I probably will not do this because I have too many other Christmas samplers. I just don't have the time. So this goes in probably the to sell pile, wherever I put that over here. I'm going to see if I'll sell that kitted up maybe. I don't know. If somebody was interested, I will. Let's see what other samplers I have. These are just smalls, smalls. Okay. Smalls. Oh, here's another sampler. And let's see. And I think I have 1 or 2. And here's another sampler. Okay. This is by The Needle's Work. I believe this is out of print. I will never get to this sampler either, but it is a beauty. It's a beauty. And this is kitted up with all the DMC and the called for fabric. I'm going to sell this one because I will never get to it, but it's beautiful, and I think there are people looking for it. Definitely out of print. It's a good thing I'm going through this. I'll put that back in after. This is an interesting sampler. I do want to do this one. James Patterson by Shakespeare's Peddler. And I have this with 32 count platinum Belfast and wool. This is Gentle Arts wool. It came in a pack like this. Don't ask me where I bought it, but just to show you the wool. I've never done a sampler in wool, and I wanted to. Look at the beautiful wool colors. Aren't they pretty? So this is 32 count Belfast. I don't know if you can do this on something like this fabric. I'm thinking I'd have to do the count on it. If this was around 32 count, you probably could. But this I bought as a kit, and I've seen it done in the wool. The called for is the wool, and I always wanted to just at least try the wool. So we got those. Let's see. All right, I'm going to find some more samplers that I have and go through them with you. I'll be right back. I just have a few more. I'm not even showing you what I have maybe unkitted up. Probably a few charts here and there. Most of it is kitted up though, or semi-kitted, meaning I don't have fabric. This is Mary Brown by Hands Across the Sea, and this came with all the silks, and I believe this came from Hands Across the Sea. She used to sell kitted up and semi-kitted up items, but this is all the silk. Magnificent sampler. I love everything about it. I don't have fabric to do it on. That's why it was kept separate, because it's really not kitted up. I can't get this open. Why can't I get this open? Let's see what kind of silk it is. This is Soie d'Alger, I don't know. And it's beautiful silk. So it's not fine enough to do it on a very high count. Probably would do this on 40 count or 36. But it's so cute. It came in a little packet like that. This is the way she has stuff. So this is in the keep pile. This is, I remember buying this from the cross stitch cupboard. These were all the called for flosses. This is Mary Ann Bailey. This is an absolutely beautiful, beautiful sampler by Queenstown. Hard to believe it's a reproduction, that somebody would put like strawberries and flowers. It's beautiful. One day I'll do it. I think it's large. I think it's big. Let's look. Don't tell me that the stitch count is not here. Here it is. Model was worked on Belfast 32 count antique ivory. Stitch design area is 229 by 254. Not horrible. Not bad. Or 14 by 15 inches wide. So on 36 or 40 count, it would be less. This is a beauty. So this will stay. I have all the floss for it. This is another one that, you like my bag, my Ziploc? This is another one that I have floss for. This is called Unfinished by Homespun Elegance. Something about the sampler I just thought was fab. I just love it. Love all the open space. I had some of my own. This is all the called for colors. And this is a small piece of linen that I hand dyed myself. And I don't, let's see if I can just put the colors up against it. This must be small, because I pulled a small piece of linen. Please tell me that's small, or I just threw the linen in there for color. Let's see. Stitch count is 240 by 258. Our model was stitched on 36 count. Occasionally stitch 1 over 1. It's mainly 2 over 2. So this is way too small. I put this in here for color. That would have been just great. So this is 240 by 258. And apparently it's about 13 by 14, she writes. But there's a lot of unstitched area, so this would be a really good one to do on one of these linens. I'd have to coffee dye it. But I did keep this out because of the color. The color I thought was really good. I got to get better bags. I have bags for these, like brand new bags. Let's keep this out because I don't want to put it back in that dumb bag. Susanna Milne, an absolutely gorgeous sampler. Once again, Hands Across the Sea. This is one of my favorite samplers. I love the colors. They're yellows and greens. Look. I don't want you to see it glare. Well, maybe glare anyway. Here. This is the color. The color I just love. This is, once again, I guess this is a Versoix. But the color, look at the colors. Just great, beautiful. Everything about it I love. Design area is 277 by 347. Not for the faint of heart. But it's not solid stitching. But everything about this just beautiful. I bought this because of the color. As you can see, I have more to keep than more to sell. But this sampler is a Long Island sampler. I absolutely had to keep it because of that. This is Elizabeth Coe. Very beautiful from Long Island, New York. I bought and sold a Long Island sampler. I didn't really buy it and sell it. I bought it for somebody else and sent it to them. That's what I did. And I found it locally. It was a Patchogue Long Island sampler. That's unreal, and I sold it to a designer who says she will probably chart it. Supposedly a valuable sampler, got an amazing deal on it. A bargain of all bargains. The seller did not know at the antique show what he had. But anyway, I'm from Long Island, so this is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. By Brenda Gervais. I have all the colors. The colors are fairly vibrant on this. I don't know. Once again, vibrant colors to put them on some of my antique linen. Might be a really cool thing to do. This is Songs of the Season by Bygone Stitches. I'm including this in my samplers because it's that big. I had started this and hated the fabric and stopped it. I have yet to find the right fabric. But it is beautiful, and I do want to do it. I do have sampler charts. I think I showed you all the ones that I have pretty much kitted. I am going to sell some other stuff in between here because I can't possibly do all of it. But we'll see. That was fun, right? I have too many samplers is the name of this. Too many samplers to stitch. Anyway, I think this video has been long enough. If you like the video, please subscribe. Subscribe to my channel. Make comments below. Nice comments are appreciated. And if I don't answer you, it's because I'm just busy with work. You can find me on the Vintage Cross Stitch Niche on Facebook, and you can certainly message me there. Personally, it's easy to find. And now I got to clean this mess. Have a wonderful week, and thanks for watching.